Hi, Savannah.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited to learn about where we are today.
Me too. We're at the Owen Sound Gardens Retirement Community with Kelsey and Sonja.
Hi.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for coming in. I can't wait to show you around.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about Owen Sound Gardens. And
Yeah,
what it all
so
involves.
our owner, Peter Van Dolder, actually set up the area as East Court residents. So we actually have semis, townhouses. They are going to be building apartments behind us, but then we have our amazing retirement community here with Owen Sound Gardens.
Nice. That's
So is it
exciting.
as in like to try to step up? So you started a townhouse, but then all your amenities are here if you want to move further. Was that the idea for the retirement community?
That's exactly it. Peter wanted to make a retirement village. He wanted somewhere that was a great village, close to all the shopping, the amenities, close to the hospitals, doctors, physio. So he really wanted to build a community within Owen Sound that folks could retire in and felt great retiring in.
You mentioned close to shopping and to the hospital. So whereabouts is Owen Sound Gardens located?
So we're at 1545 14th Street East. Truthfully, I can see the hospital out our back patio, and we're just around the corner from Canadian Tire.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's really nice because if you say to someone you're going to go into a retirement home, you have this mindset, right? But you guys have made it so nice and easy transition. So that's good.
It's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you tell us a little bit about the room we're currently in right now?
Yeah.
So this is our bistro. Here we have fresh fruit, coffee, and tea, always for the residents, 24/7, as well as muffins. And they can make reservations in here too. So if a family member wants to come in and have a meal, they're definitely welcome to. They just have to make a reservation 24 hours in advance.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Can you bring your own food in if you wanted to?
I mean, we have our baker's kitchen just right down there. So if they wanted to reserve that area, they definitely can. They can reserve it with our recreation manager, Amy. And then they can bring their own food and have a nice celebration if it's like a birthday celebration and anything like this. This room is definitely multi-purpose. So we do a lot of our entertainment in here too. So you can see our beautiful grand piano over there as well. So.
And how many can that room fit if they were looking for a party
Truthfully,
size?
comfortably, you can probably fit about 20 to 25 folks in there. We've had groups up to 30, 35, almost 40 people in there at a time. We absolutely love it, though, that our head chef can actually cater in for these events, too. So not only our residents, but their family members get to enjoy the amazing food here. And then they can also use that room for, like Sonja was saying, birthdays, anniversaries, parties. We've had some really cool surprise parties in there that have been tricky to hide, but we've had some really cool surprise parties, too. Yeah.
You're just saying, you're talking about the head chef, and we're here right now during lunchtime, and I wish there was smell-o-vision because it smells so good in here right now.
Yeah.
So are meal plans included with the stay when they come?
Yeah, absolutely. So our dining service manager, Deanna, is amazing. She actually does a 5-week running menu. So right now we're transitioning over to our spring-summer menu. And the best part about that is you will not see the same thing on the menu for 5 weeks. So our residents have so many choices at every meal. They actually have about 9 different options at every single meal when they sit down, from different entrees they can choose from, different sides they can choose from, and then an a la carte as well that they can order from.
Wow.
Yeah, the food is amazing here. So, and we're not just saying that just because it's our home.
It's all well fed. The staff enjoy too.
Can I come for lunch and dinner?
Absolutely.
Oh, I would love that.
So the piano, does it get used often? Like this is a recreation room, I would guess. So do you every once in a while hear some lovely music coming out of this room?
Yeah, definitely. We actually have some great residents that have some talent too, so they do use it, but we do have entertainment that comes in. We have Perry that comes in on the Tuesdays, and he does use the piano, and as well as some other entertainers as well.
Usually about 2 to 3 times a week, we have live entertainment in-house for our residents. So it's not just a one-off or a once-a-month celebration. It's 2 or 3 times a week. So we want to make sure that, our country music fans get their take of music.
Yeah.
Our classicals get their take. We have a choir in-house too. So we want to make sure our recreation team keeps on top of our residents' wants and needs too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So recreation team, does that mean like You said there's a choir, so is it residents that is a resident choir?
It is. It's so cool. So our recreation team, though, is Amy and Catherine are the amazing members of our recreation team. Not only do they drive our shuttle, they are here for activities, events, programs. They host our wine nights. They host our happy hours. They do the painting, right? The scrapbooking. They do a lot of activities with our residents, and then they also go on a lot of the outings. So they do the glass bottom boat tours, they did Keppelcroft garden tours, and they go to different places around Owen Sound and Grey Bruce to make sure our residents, that especially the ones not from here, get to experience how cool Grey Bruce is.
Nice.
Yeah.
So there's always something going on and keep busy, and that's good.
Yeah.
Every day there's about 5 to 10 different activities, whether it's self-run activities where we have a walking group that goes around, or bingo this afternoon, or there's Pepper,
They
Brit,
love
the
Pepper.
classics. And then you do have,
I don't know what pepper is.
it's a card game. It is.
It's okay. I didn't know what it was.
No,
Like
they've tried to teach us so many times, and it's one that I cannot wrap my head. Cribbage, bridge, I've got you. Pepper, not a chance.
I don't think I've ever heard that
Me
before.
neither.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
We should give lessons out to some kids.
Right?
And teach them pepper. I would love to see the kitchen. Can we go have a look more closely at the kitchen?
In the baker's kitchen?
Yeah, in the baker's
Absolutely.
kitchen. Yeah, awesome.
Come on down.
So, can you rent out this space if you wanted to, say you wanted to have a Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner? Could you cook your own Christmas dinner in here for your...
Yeah, you absolutely could. So we do have a lot of family members that actually book this room for just that reason, Christmas, Thanksgiving, birthdays, and they can actually cook in the kitchen. They could bring food in from the outside. We close the barn doors off for them so they actually can still have that experience of cooking, or our head chef can cater in too. The other nice thing with the cooking in here, a lot of our residents, when they move in, they still want to make those Christmas cookies or that family recipe that they can still cook in here. We would absolutely love it. We love taste testing and smelling all of their creations. But we have a group in-house called the Rolling Pins. It's actually a group of residents that named themselves and bake and cook in this kitchen alongside of our recreation team. And they make some amazing treats.
Oh my goodness.
That's really cool.
And I think you mentioned too that you'd give cooking demonstrations or cooking lessons from the head chef. Is that correct?
So we have. Deanna's actually done live cooking demos in here. She actually made Cherry's Jubilee in front of our residents and then taught them what the process was and why we do it, which was really neat that our residents got to learn the history of a dish, but at the same time got to taste test it and see how it was.
Nice. Wow,
It's a beautiful spot.
yeah. Really cool. How many rooms do you guys have here?
So we have 126 suites, and I don't know if you want to go in detail with all the...
So there is 126 units in the building, and they range from studios, 1-bedroom and 2-bedroom units, and then 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom units we've actually just made. But our studios it's kind of nice that it's your bedroom, living room are all one space. They all have their own private kitchenette, and they all have their own private 3-piece bathroom. So it's not like college or university where you're sharing a shower room down the hall. Everybody's got their own private space. There's 1-bedroom suites, the 2-bedroom suites, and then the 2-bedroom, 2-bath that I was talking about. We actually just created these because of the demand for 2 bedrooms, where we took 2 1-bedroom units and conjoined them and created sort of doorways and archways between the 2 sides. So this way our residents can have that second bathroom, and they can have the separate bedroom that if family wanted to come visit them, they felt comfortable having someone else in their suite too.
I was just going to ask that.
yeah.
Could
I
families
was
stay if they wanted to?
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah, we do have a lot, and then we do have our hotel stay that family can stay in as well. So
Nice. And how much of a warning would you guys need if a family member would like to stay here?
That one's always a tricky one because we have 4 rooms that we run all year long for respite stays or staycations for people just wanting to come in and try it out here. And we use those rooms too as the hotel stays. So sometimes it's a little tricky around holidays. Like right now, my respites are hard to come by, that I have someone coming in and they're gonna stay in one of our model suites. We wanted to make it work for them, and they were coming from about 8 hours away.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And you mentioned a kitchenette. So what all does that include? Like, is that like a microwave, or is like a hot plate, or just a mini fridge and a sink? Or what would be included in the kitchenette?
Yeah, so it has a fridge and a freezer in it, and then there's a sink. They're welcome to bring, if they want to bring their microwave or anything like that. there's enough room for that. So we want it, when they move in, we want to make sure that it's just as homey, right? So they can bring all their stuff in as well.
So we have to take a quick break, but I would love to have a tour of the residence, and maybe you can show us one of those rooms.
Absolutely. We're excited to show you around.
Perfect.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Long way from Nashville and Mama, I tell you that. Performed from Montreal to Boston to Los Angeles. But Toronto, that's my chosen home. Sure, when I'm walking down Yonge Street, I see some funny people who have the nerve to point the finger at me. And grin and smile and whisper. My song was #2 on local radio. Sold 10,000 in Toronto alone. Turned down Ed Sullivan because they asked me to remove my makeup. Wouldn't do American Bandstand because of their segregation policies. I was just being me. Never tried to explain myself to anyone. And besides, none of that to worry, Jackie, because I know I look good. Got a new way of loving, baby. Thought I want to teach it to you.
Jackie Shane was a pioneer transgender soul singer, a central figure in the Toronto R&B scene. She helped shape what we know as the Toronto sound.
Every year, dozens of Canadians are killed or seriously injured because they take risks around railway tracks. Talk to your loved ones about rail safety. Visit stoptracktragedies.ca.
Thank you so much for having us. This is so exciting. So we're passing the recreation room, but we can't go in there because there's a very serious game of bingo going on.
There absolutely is.
Nice. Very competitive.
Very competitive. So the really cool thing about our recreation room is it's so multi-purpose that we host church services up there for residents. We host our spa days in there for our residents, our wine and paint nights. They actually had axe throwing on the weekend with foam axes, and it's very competitive. Yeah.
Nice. And I saw when there's I Love Lucy filming on the TV there.
There is.
That's
So
cool.
our residents, we do host movie nights in there and some of the old classic shows, as well as in our recreation room. We have our movie nights or the Vinyl Cafe series. Our residents really love listening to.
Yeah, and we do fitness in there too. So we have Stephanie, our fitness diva, that comes in and does exercise with them, and they just love it. So.
Fitness diva, I love it.
Yeah.
Not a title I could take on, but that's
She is amazing. She's wonderful.
And I was just admiring the artwork on the wall. That looks like photos of the harbor. Is that right? Owen Sound Harbor photos?
It is.
Yeah,
So
that's
up here on our second floor, we actually have some historical Owen Sound photos. And then downstairs by the bistro, we actually have some other ones of old classic Owen Sound photos that a lot of our residents actually recognized or remembered those parts of Owen Sound.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
And can you tell us a little bit about the laundry?
Yeah, so on every floor, our residents have their own washers and dryers. So this way they're not traveling floor to floor to floor. There's 2 washers, 2 dryers on every floor, and it's absolutely free for our residents to use.
Nice. And is it scheduled when each room could, or is it come and go whenever you
It's
like?
come and go whenever they like. So there's no set schedule. We just ask that nobody uses it after 11 o'clock at night, just so other residents around can sleep and enjoy. Yeah.
Nice.
But there's one on every floor too.
Nice.
The artwork on the walls is beautiful, and I noticed that it's different on each floor, so it's like a variety when you go. It's gorgeous.
It's nice. Yeah. They can get an idea of each floor has their own artwork, so they know, especially residents that just moved in, because the hallways look similar. It gives them an idea of which floor they're on, if they're on the right floor. It helps a lot of our new residents.
Yeah. And I see on the doors, that there's different decorations. So are they open to decorating it how they like?
They are.
Yes. They can decorate seasonal or just the way they like, just to make it as homey as they like, and then they can recognize it as their own. So.
And we were just talking, so each resident has their own key for their room, so it's like their own separate apartment?
Yes, that's correct.
And then to get in the building if they're out partying late at night, the doors, how late are they allowed to stay out?
So the doors close at 8 o'clock, but they're welcome to stay out as late as they want. So if they want to stay at the pub till 2 a.m., they're most welcome to. They just have to fob right in, and then they can come right in.
Nice. Yeah. I love how everyone can personalize their doors. It adds that homely feeling. Yeah. It's really nice.
And it's nice how each floor has its own sort of charisma with all the different artwork, and it's got its own personality, which is really nice. Yeah. So is each floor like single rooms and then you move up and it's double rooms, or is it how does it work?
Actually, it's all mixed in. So we have 2 bedrooms, mainly on the 3rd and 4th floor, but everything else, there's 1 bedrooms, there's studios, all mixed throughout the floors, which is really nice that nobody feels like they're separated because they're in this unit, or they're separated. Everybody's part of a community when they move in.
Nice. Yeah. And is there an age requirement?
Do you want to move in?
I'm kind of liking the idea. I mean, the food, the activities.
Well, typically it's 55 plus, but there's a lot of different ages here. Typically our ages run from 70 and up, but
okay.
Yeah.
But truthfully, in the summer last year, we had a gentleman that was 48 that was recovering from surgery. Yeah. So we're here to help any way that we can.
Definitely.
Yeah. Cool. So my dad could come here.
Yeah. And he still comes and plays cards with them and everything too. So he still built a lot of connection. Yeah, which was really nice. So nice.
Cool.
So I'm really excited to show you into one of our model suites. Do you want to take a look?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool.
Perfect.
So welcome to our 1-bedroom suite. I would love to show you around.
It's gorgeous and
spacious.
Really spacious. I was going to say big. Spacious is a nicer word.
Nice.
So it's decorated, but you had mentioned they bring their own furniture, or can they come already furnished?
So for our respite rooms, they come furnished. If they are moving in permanently, then we want to make sure that they feel nice and homey and make it put their special touches to it. So they would bring their own furniture if they're moving in permanently.
Okay. And is there help? Do you provide help for carrying things in and couches
moving?
or? Thank you. Yes, moving.
So we actually work with a lot of great movers here in Owen Sound that we'll make sure residents are set up with, and a lot of our residents that use the movers that we recommend to them, they'll come in, they'll make sure it's fully set up for them, and then our environmental service manager will help folks after they lived here for about a week to hang any pictures they want or their memorabilia. That way they have their own items in the suite. We usually ask that we wait about a week to hang any photos. This way, if we decide to move furniture, we don't have to decide to move photos around too.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
So how does heating and air conditioning work? Because we all have different body temperatures, so I'm sure, do they have control of that themselves in the room?
Honestly, I love that you asked that. Each room is actually set up on their own system. So you're not sharing air with your neighbor, it's your own intake, and residents are in control of that. So there's no big baseboard units, there's no big under the window units, it's all done through the ceiling, and they can control how hot or how cold it is. But a lot of our residents grew up in Owen Sound and they love the fresh air. So you can actually still open the windows too, so they can get fresh air in here as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a nice option.
Now, I noticed this contraption on the stand here. It looks like a modem and an Apple Watch. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Well, not exactly an Apple Watch, but this is their My Alert. So each resident gets one of these, and they can put it on as a watch or as a pendant, whatever they prefer. And this is if they had an emergency or anything happen, they can just press the gray button and it goes directly to our nursing staff. and then they would check in. The only thing, it goes to the distance of it goes to the end of the parking lot. So unfortunately, if you're at Tim Hortons or anything like that, it won't go through that far, but it will go to the end of the parking lot and anywhere in the building as well.
Cool thing about that too, for a lot of our residents, they have like life alert systems in their house, and it always rings through to the paramedics. So if they push it by accident, you have every emergency service person showing up. Where here, if they push it by accident, it goes right through to our nursing team. Our nursing team will call them first to check on them. They'll make sure they're down here within 2 minutes to make sure our residents are okay.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, because it does happen where you push it like by accident. I know I was trying to fix a resident and I pushed it by accident, and then you just call nursing and just say, hey, it was just an accident. So
It is a nice option to have, though, especially as a family member, knowing that that's the reassurance in case there has been a lot of faults.
It is, or for some of our residents that if you woke up today and you just weren't feeling 100%, you tell them push the button. Our nursing team is going to come up, check them out, make sure everything's okay. We'll bring them hot meals to their room. We'll bring them refreshments. We want to make sure that they're getting better and getting healthy again. Or, gosh forbid, if anything is, wrong and we need to get them in front of a doctor, we're right here to see them right away to make sure we can make that call with them.
Wow, that's really nice.
Yeah. Can you show us the bedroom?
I would love to. Come on in.
Thanks. Oh, wow.
It is spacious.
Yeah.
Perfect. So this is actually a queen size bed in here, because most of our residents actually use a queen or a double just to give them the amount of space so they know what they can bring. Yeah.
And I love the size of the closet.
Yes.
And I love that they go right up to the ceiling too. So a lot of folks bring in those like Rubbermaid tubs of their spring, summer clothes, and we can actually help them move up and down too, seasonally.
That's
Cool.
Great.
Nice. And another window.
Yes.
Good.
Do most rooms have a window, or if not window, a patio on the main floor?
Yeah, so all of our rooms will have at least one window in there. Majority of them have two. I think there's only one in the building that only has one. But you're right, the ground floor units on the other side of the building actually have patio doors, and they have a little patio walkout. So some of our residents that have pets actually can take their dogs outside if they want to, or we've got quite a few residents with cats too on the ground floor.
I was actually just going to ask that, if you're allowed pets, because sometimes...
most definitely. They become your family, right? So we don't want you to leave them behind. So
Nice.
And the cool part about all of our suites, we do all the cleaning for our residents too. So we deep clean their bathrooms, we deep clean their kitchens, we do all their sweeping, dusting, mopping, vacuuming. We'll actually strip their beds, put their clean, fresh sheets on, and then we do all their linen and towel laundry. So a lot of our residents' family members always worry about mom or dad wrestling with a mattress, or worry about that, I've got to change my sheets, and then to fold a fitted sheet, they never have to worry about it anymore.
I don't fold a fitted
Neither do I. They roll.
It's a ball, and away it goes.
Yes.
Can you show us the kitchen and the bathroom?
Sure, after you.
Thanks. Is this the door to the bathroom?
It is, absolutely.
Oh.
Do you want to take a peek?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
it's
my goodness.
huge.
Look at how big this is, Tiffany.
I think this is bigger
Wow.
than my youngest child's room.
Oh, really?
Yeah, poor kid.
Oh. And it's wheelchair accessible for the shower, too.
So it's wheelchair accessible, and a lot of our residents use wheelchairs, walkers, so they need a little bit more space in here that it's not a tight turn. Or some of our residents might need a little bit of help with a shower, and we're here to help them. Cool feature about this though, and I'm gonna hop in here, all of them actually have a built-in bench, grab rails on this side, and then all of our residents, we've actually installed a grab rail on the other side for them. This is the only one that doesn't have it because it's my model.
Right.
But it's nice that we know not everybody's 6 feet tall, so it's an easy toggle for them. And then if they want to sit down, they can relax under the water too. So they've got options, higher toilets for all of our residents, but they've got space if we want to add rails for them just to make it a little easier too.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's big, it's spacious,
Yeah.
it's lovely. And then here's the kitchenette you were talking about.
Look at the fridge.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a beautiful size fridge. It's nice and big, which is great. And then they can fit all their goodies or anything that they like. We do have lots here, but everyone has their own preferences.
Yeah.
As well as the freezer down here, as well as a nice size. So
Do you offer a grocery service or anything along those lines, or just
So
how does that work?
We actually have a tuck shop in-house. So every Wednesday, our recreation team actually has a little store in the activity room where they have easy grab-and-go items in there for our residents. But with our van shuttle and our service, residents can actually hop on the van every Tuesday or every Thursday, and we can take them out shopping if they want. It'll take them anywhere they want to go in Owen Sound and bring them back for free when they're ready.
You're just making this sweeter.
I know.
I'm ready to move in. I know you mentioned, we just saw the lovely bathroom, but there's a salon in-house too?
There is. Our hair salon upstairs. Krista's actually in there seeing clients today. Do you want to go check it out?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah. Perfect.
So we're here in your salon.
Yeah.
Are services included with the resident fees?
So actually, residents book appointments at our front desk with our reception team to have their appointments with Krista. Krista's actually wonderful. She was resident recommended to us, where our residents really, really loved Krista and recommended her to us. And she's quite busy. I think we had her here with us like one day a week in the beginning, and now she's here a lot more, and I think we have her packed like every single day that she's here.
What services are offered?
So we do women's cuts and men's cuts, as well as foils and perms and anything of that sort. So
Wow.
yeah.
So anything you can find in a salon, you can find here.
Pretty much. Krista's absolutely amazing. Like all of our residents come out looking amazing, absolutely amazing.
Nice.
And it's nice that it's just right in-house too, which is lovely.
It is, it's perfect. It makes it really convenient.
Definitely on our lovely winter days, and you don't want to go out, and you just want to stay close, but you want to get your hair done and all of that too, and make yourself feel extra beautiful, right? So yeah.
We have enjoyed ourselves so much. I think we both want to move in.
Yes, definitely. Tomorrow.
How can someone get in touch with you if they are interested about coming to be a resident here at Owen Sound Gardens, or even just the community itself?
Honestly, the easiest way is to just pick up the phone and give us a call. They can call us on our main number at 519-371-7037, or you can actually visit our website, owensoundgardens.com, to see a ton of information about our retirement community. And then if you do want more information, even about East Court residents, we'd be happy to help pass you along to CJ, who is absolutely amazing, and he deals with all of our townhouses and semis. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for having us. We really enjoyed our time.
Yes.
We loved having you in here. Yeah, and we're ready for you to move in.
Anytime.
Connect with us by visiting our website or email us at comments@rogerstv.com.
McKee here of Wandering Gray Bruce. I am so excited to bring to you the 5th season of the show. We're going to meet some very exciting and interesting people. Stay tuned.